Hello there. So, sometime recently you've gotten the information or the suspicion or the concern that someone in your family, someone you love, is facing something that may be kind of serious from a mental illness or mental health or psychological perspective. And you know what I thought? I thought it would be great for us to take a look and have a conversation very quickly about what are the kind of first steps that need to be taken when something like this comes out. And so let me introduce myself. My name is Chris Legg. I'm an LPC supervisor and the owner of Aletheia Family Counseling Center here in Tyler, Texas, and around other places. I've been working with issues like these for about 25 years, and thought it might help for you to know in this time what are some next steps that you can take. It's easy to panic. It's easy to let fear take over. It's easy to let doubt kind of rule the day, and none of those are the best options. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some time and I'll record some more videos to be attached to this to connect to some of the specific things that we may face as parents, as spouses, as loved ones, and just a very quick look at what are some first steps before we react, before we overreact or underreact. What are some first steps we need to do? So, because some considerations, always a good idea is to listen and listen well. Listen to the professionals, listen to your friends, listen to the person who you're talking to, that loved one, that kid, that teenager. So listen well and don't panic. You're not the first person to face this. You're not the first family to face whatever this is. And so there's no reason to panic. There are ways to deal with all of these different things, and there are proven ways that really can help. And so we're just going to look at some of the very basic first steps with each of these different headings. Not going to have an hour of time here. You're not going to have to listen very long. But just to kind of stave off that initial sense of fear or frustration or anger or denial or the different things that we face there. So keep in mind, it's never necessary for a parent to help their child, for a loved one to help someone ruin their lives or destroy their lives. So that's going to be a guideline that as you're engaging with this, remember, it's okay to love people, even people who are hurt or people who are addicted or people who face these challenges. And it's okay to do so in a way that draws healthy boundaries. Primarily, I'm going to be talking to you as under the assumption that you're a Christian family who loves one another. And no one does that perfectly. Everyone messes that up, that you love your kids, you love your teenager, you love your spouse. And so as you're engaging with these questions, don't forget to pray. Don't forget to be still. And remember that there is a God. Things don't spin out of his control, even when they seem like they have spun out of control, and they certainly do spin out of our control all the time. So, and also I would encourage you, take some time, and this may take some time, to evaluate your family system. Are there stressors that can be reduced? Are there patterns or habits or things like that going on that it'd be a good idea to really stop and get some help and dig into, not just with the individual who is presenting with these issues, but in fact, the whole family system to look at it. Normally, we're a product of the whole system. Where are we engaging in these different things, and how are we engaging with them? And then we're going to look at some next steps, how to get help, how to find the right kind of help, medical help, counseling help, community help, and to reach out to those who are around us. So with that being said, I'm going to start jumping into some of the different headings. And you probably clicked on that heading to get this introduction and then the part that's going to follow. And I hope these things are helpful for you. So here we go. So you've clicked on one of those things that probably took a lot of courage even just to click on. And that is that you're concerned that your loved one, your young person, your family member, is dealing with some kind of really serious psychological issue, something along the lines of personality disorder or a delusional disorder or a dissociative disorder. These fall into all kinds of headings. There's the dissociative identity disorder, like where someone seems to really be engaging with more than one personality going on with them at the same time. The most common and well-known is schizophrenia, which is someone who has a disorder where they're not engaged with reality on a regular basis, that there's a whole version of reality that they're engaging with that doesn't really exist. Dementia falls into this, is especially common among the more senior population. These are really scary. They're really scary because we like to think that our brains are the one thing we can trust. And when we discover that sometimes that's not the case, that's super tough. There's other versions, minimal versions, less serious ones that maybe you're hearing about, and maybe you clicked on this, like attention deficit disorder, or something like that, or OCD. That we've got a thing about anxiety and depression. Those are going to be things, all those things, and especially, honestly, the ones that are more serious. You do want to involve a professional. In fact, you're probably going to need a team of professionals with some of these issues, whether it's a severe OCD, bipolar, or one of the things that we were just talking about, like schizophrenia. I know it's terrifying, and I know everything in you wants to deny that it's real. You just don't want to think about it. You don't want to even consider that you might have a child who, or a family member who's going to be engaging with reality in a way that isn't reality. It's a terrifying prospect. However, it is vital that we take it seriously. The sooner we engage, the sooner we're able to engage with these issues, especially in a young person, the odds go way, way, way up the earlier that we engage, that this will not cripple their lives, that this will not be the main decision maker for them. And so please take seriously, if you've had a professional or a friend or a camp counselor or a teacher communicate, I think this is going on. I think that your child is experiencing delusions or dissociation. Please take that seriously. Find another professional, a medical professional, a psychiatrist, a counselor, and probably each of the above to really talk through and figure out how to evaluate what's really going on. Again, I can only urge you, waiting in a situation like this, time is not your friend. It's not on your side. The sooner that you can engage, the better. So I would really love to encourage that. And if you need help and encouragement in that, you can reach out to us at aletheacounseling.com, ALETHIA, aletheacounseling.com. And we'd love to try to help you find some help in your area, or if maybe we can offer some of that help for you as well. I know it's scary. Don't panic. And I know that's a little bit like, telling someone not to panic who found a spider in their coffee. You're going to feel panic. You're going to be scared. You're going to want to deny this and look past it. And let me urge you not to do that. So listen, understand what's going on, and start the process of gathering the team of professionals around you to help. The sooner you get engaged, the more likely that you're not going to have to be engaged as long. So I really want to encourage you with this. People have made it through this. Plenty of people have. I've seen lots of people get through even these type of really challenging diagnoses. And you can too. With God's help, you can get through this. And if there's anything else we can do to help with this, let us know. Understand it's complicated. There are no easy answers. There's nothing simple. Is this just a child's imagination, or is it more serious than that? You don't want to try to make that evaluation on your own unless you're pretty sure, and in which case you still want to keep an open mind. But when a professional, a counselor, a teacher comes to you and says, I think this is going on, you want to take that really, really seriously. Again, I know it's scary. Don't panic. Listen, gather your friends, gather your community, and gather the team of professionals that you're going to need to work through these issues. Now, if it is a personality type disorder, borderline or narcissism or something like that, again, it's a long road for you or that person to be able to manage these issues. And that's going to definitely involve a professional as well. Those may or may not be as serious. Depends on which one it is and how serious it is. But those are things that you can continue to learn about in regards to all of these. The reason I lumped all these together under one click is as important as involving professionals and friends and community are in the others, it's absolutely unavoidable with this one. If you're dealing with issues like bipolar or delusion or dissociative issues, you have to involve professionals, and the sooner the better. This applies to OCD as well. The sooner the better. Please don't wait. Get the help you need. If we can help, let us know. All right. We'll make it through this, and I hope that helps.